Every morning at 5:30 a.m., before the sun even considered rising, Ethan Cole, a single dad and night shift security guard, stopped by the tiny neighborhood bakery on Franklin Street. Not for himself. He could barely afford a cup of coffee, but for the quiet old man who sat outside the shop rain or shine. The old man was known simply as Mr. Harris. His clothes were worn, his hands trembled when the winter breeze passed, and yet his eyes always carried the gentlest kindness, something Ethan hadn't seen in years. Ethan had been raising his 7-year-old daughter Lily alone since his wife passed away. Money was tight, hope was fragile, but compassion was something he refused to lose. So every morning, he bought an extra cinnamon roll, Lily's favorite, and handed it to the old man. "Morning, Mr. Harris. You're too kind, son." Sometimes they talked, sometimes they sat in silence. But every meeting gave Ethan a strange warmth he couldn't explain. One morning, Mr. Harris didn't show up. The empty bench hit Ethan harder than he expected. A strange weight sat in his chest the whole day. He checked again the next morning. Still empty. And on the third morning, his world changed. Ethan walked in to find 4 bodyguards in suits blocking the entrance of the bakery. Behind them stood 2 stern-looking lawyers. And between them, weak but alive, was Mr. Harris. Everyone in the shop stared. One of the lawyers stepped forward. "Mr. Ethan Cole." Ethan nodded, confused. The lawyer's voice softened. "This is the man you've been helping every morning." Another lawyer uncovered a file. Thick, heavy, intimidating. "What you don't know," he continued, "is that Mr. Harris is the founder of the Harris Group. A billionaire. He disappeared from the public eye after losing his wife and son in an accident." Ethan froze. "A billionaire?" The trembling old man he shared cinnamon rolls with. The lawyer stepped closer and placed a sealed envelope in Ethan's hand. "You were the only person who treated him like a human being. No cameras, no expectations, just kindness." Ethan looked at the old man, whose eyes were full, overflowing, with tears. "You saved me, Mr. Harris whispered. "Every morning, you reminded me I still mattered." Then he held Lily's hand gently. "And your daughter reminds me of my grandson." The envelope that changed everything. Ethan opened it slowly. Inside was a deed to a house, a college trust for Lily, a job offer in Mr. Harris Foundation, double his salary, daytime hours, health benefits. Ethan's knees almost gave out. "Sir, I can't accept this." The old man stepped forward with surprising strength. "You gave without expecting. Allow me, just once in my life, to do the same." A silence filled the bakery, thick, emotional, unforgettable. Bodyguards stood still. Lawyers watched quietly. Lily hugged the old man's leg. And Ethan cried for the first time in years. Not from pain, not from fear, but from the overwhelming truth that kindness, small, silent kindness, can come back in the most unexpected, unbelievable ways. Epilogue. Ethan accepted the job, moved into the new home. And every Sunday morning, he and Lily visited Mr. Harris to share cinnamon rolls, this time at his mansion's marble kitchen table. But the old man always smiled and said,